Facing a US B1 B2 visa interview can be nerve-wracking, especially when you are unsure what questions to expect. Many applicants worry about being caught off guard during the interview, leading to confusion or hesitation. However, knowing what kinds of questions are typically asked can make all the difference. Imagine walking into your interview already aware of the topics that will come up and feeling more prepared to handle them. In this video, we explore the most common questions consular officers ask during the US visa interview. We also explain the purpose behind each question and offer tips to help you answer with confidence. Whether it's your first interview or you're just looking for a better understanding, this guide will give you the insights you need. In 2023, the US government issued over 10 million non-immigrant visas, with B1 B2 visas making up a significant portion. Due to their high volume, the interview process for these visas tends to be one of the fastest. What's important to note is that B1 B2 visas do not have specific travel purposes assigned to them. So the visa officer's focus is on evaluating you as an individual and your overall eligibility for the visa. Generally, the visa officer asks no more than 10 questions. Now, let's look at these interview questions in more details. What is the purpose of your visit to the United States? Since the B1 B2 visa covers a range of travel purposes, the consular officer needs to confirm that your reason for visiting fits within its short-term stay requirements. They'll check that your trip is legitimate and doesn't involve unauthorized work or overstaying. To avoid raising suspicion, it's essential to clearly explain your travel plans and ensure they align with the permitted activities under the B1 B2 visa. How to answer? Provide a detailed but concise explanation. Be specific. Mention conferences, business meetings, or tourist destinations you plan to visit. Back this up with evidence such as a business invitation letter, hotel reservation, or your itineraries. Tip: bring a detailed travel itinerary that clearly supports your travel purpose to your interview, and use it as a reference if needed. Have you traveled to the US before? The officer checks whether you've visited the US previously and followed all visa conditions. If you've traveled to the US before and followed the rules, that strengthens your application as it shows you were eligible before. How to answer? Be honest. If you've been to the US before, share when and why. If this is your first time, express your excitement for the visit confidently. Tip: highlight your previous trips and emphasize how they align with your visa conditions. Focus on the positive aspects of your travel history, such as timely returns and adherence to visa terms, to reinforce your credibility as a responsible traveler. How long do you plan to stay in the US? The officer wants to make sure your stay aligns with your stated purpose and that you don't plan to overstay. If your stay seems too long for the stated purpose, it could raise concerns about visa misuse. When your stay is more than 6 months, the visa officer tends to ask, why can't you complete your travel purpose in a shorter duration? How to answer? Be specific about the number of days you'll be staying and make sure it aligns with the dates on your itinerary or invitation letter. It's important that your answer is clear and consistent with your travel plans. A quick tip: you want to convince the officer that you are not going to overstay your visa. Provide evidence such as your flight ticket and, if possible, mention commitments that require you to return home, like your job, family responsibilities, or personal obligations. Do you have family in the United States? If asked about family or relatives in the US, answer truthfully and only when prompted. Make sure you can provide clear evidence of your strong ties to your home country to reassure the visa officer of your intent to return. How to answer? Be truthful. If you have relatives in the US, mention them but clarify that your visit is purely for your stated purpose and you intend to return to your home country. Tip: when discussing family or relatives in the US, keep your answers simple and focus on the purpose of your visit. Offering more information than needed can lead to additional questions, so it's best to stick to what's asked and avoid over-explaining. Who will be covering the expenses for your trip? The officer wants to confirm that your trip is properly financed, ensuring you have sufficient funds to cover all expenses without needing to seek work or additional support during your stay, which could indicate a risk of overstaying or violating visa conditions. How to answer? Be specific, whether you are self-funding, sponsored by your employer, or supported by your family. Have documentation ready to support your funding, example, your bank statements, sponsorship letters, etc. Where will you be staying in the US? This question helps the consular officer determine if your travel plans are genuine and well prepared. It shows that you have arranged appropriate accommodation which supports the credibility of your visit and reduces concerns about disorganized or suspicious travel intentions. How to answer? Be specific. Provide the exact address, whether it's a hotel, a friend or relative's house, or an Airbnb. If you haven't finalized your accommodation, mention where you plan to stay and the reasons behind it. A quick tip: have a document ready that confirms your booking. For example, a hotel reservation or invitation letter from a friend or family member. If you're staying with someone, a letter of invitation mentioning their address can be helpful. What is your profession and how much do you earn? The consular officer assesses your employment and income to gauge financial stability and verify you can afford the trip. They also evaluate whether your job provides a strong reason to return home, reducing the risk of overstaying or unauthorized activities in the US. How to answer? State your current job title and company. Be honest about your income, as this indicates your financial ability to support yourself during the trip. If you are self-employed, explain the nature of your business and its success. Expert tip: bring documents like a recent payslip, an employment letter, or tax returns to back up your income claim. This reassures the officer that you are financially secure. How much do you think your stay in America will cost you? The officer wants to ensure you've carefully considered your trip expenses and have the financial means to cover them, confirming that you would face any financial difficulties or need to seek unauthorized work during your stay. How to answer? Provide a rough estimate based on your travel plans, including accommodation, food, transportation, and other daily expenses. Make sure your estimate aligns with the length of your stay. Tip: to strengthen your answer, prepare a simple travel budget breakdown before your interview, listing estimated costs for accommodation, meals, transportation, and other expenses. Having this prepared shows the officer that you've thoughtfully planned your trip and are financially ready to cover all costs without issue. Why have you chosen this particular time to travel to the US? The consular officer is assessing whether the timing of your trip makes sense based on your stated purpose, ensuring that it aligns with your travel plans and doesn't suggest any random or suspicious intentions. How to answer? Explain the timing based on your travel purpose. For example, if you're going to a business conference, mention the specific dates of the event. If it's for a vacation, emphasize how this fits your personal schedule, like your work leave or school holidays. Why are you planning to stay in the country for this long? This question ensures that your travel plans are appropriate for the type of visa you're applying for. The consular officer needs to verify that the length of your stay is reasonable and aligned with the purpose of your visit. How to answer? Be clear about your plans. If you're staying for tourism, explain how the duration allows you to visit the places on your itinerary. If it's for business, mention any scheduled meetings or events. Tip: long stays can raise concerns about overstaying, so it's important to explain why your trip requires that amount of time. Mention specific time-bound activities or events that clearly justify your stay. Who will take care of your family or property while you're away? This question helps the officer determine if you have significant responsibilities in your home country, such as family or property, which increases the likelihood that you will return after completing your trip. How to answer? Mention any family members or trusted individuals who will manage your responsibilities while you're gone. This could be your spouse, parents, siblings, or a property manager. Is there anyone accompanying you during your visit? The officer asks you if you're traveling alone or with others to understand the full context of your trip. If others are accompanying you, the officer expects them to be present and apply for a visa as well. If they already have a visa or cannot apply with you, be prepared to explain why. How to answer? Answer truthfully. If you're traveling with someone, mention their name and relationship to you. For example, spouse or business partner. If they have already been approved for a visa, mention that too. Have you booked your flight tickets? Now this question helps assess how committed and prepared you are for the trip. Having booked tickets indicates that you have made concrete plans, demonstrating seriousness and reducing concerns about indecision or lack of commitment to your travel intentions. How to answer? Having your flight tickets ready before your US Embassy appointment shows that you have made concrete plans. Be sure to bring it with you to the interview. Important tip: it is vital to have an onboard or return flight booking when applying for a US tourist visa. Not having an onboard or return flight ticket is a big reason a US visa is rejected. Have you traveled abroad before? The officer is evaluating your travel history to see if you have complied with previous visas and returned home as required. A solid travel record demonstrates reliability and adherence to visa conditions, strengthening your credibility for this application. How to answer? Be honest. Mention the countries you've visited and the purpose of your trips. If you've had previous US tourist visas or visited other countries with similar requirements, for example, the Schengen area, this can work in your favor. Export tip. If you have a solid travel history, bring your old passports or provide a summary of your previous trips. This shows that you've adhered to visa rules in the past, which improves your credibility. Have you applied for a US visa before? The officer asks this to check if you have had any previous visa applications and whether they were approved or denied. They are interested in understanding your history with the US visa process. How to answer? Be honest about your past visa applications. If you have been denied, explain any changes or improvements since your last application. Tip: be transparent, as the officer will already have access to the information through their records. Have you ever overstayed a visa in any country? The officer wants to assess whether you've adhered to visa regulations in other countries. Overstaying a visa can indicate a risk of overstaying in the US. How to answer? If you've overstayed in the past, explain the circumstances clearly and show how your situation has changed to prevent it from happening again. Tip: a good travel history demonstrates compliance with visa conditions, so focus on improvements in your circumstances if this has happened before. Do you have any criminal record or pending cases? The officer is verifying whether you have a criminal history or pending legal cases that could pose a security or safety risk to the US. How to answer? Be truthful. If you have a criminal record, explain the details and provide documentation if necessary. Lying can result in immediate rejection. Note: full disclosure is the key. The consular officer will cross-reference your information with official databases. How do you plan to manage emergencies during your stay? The officer is checking to see if you're prepared for unforeseen circumstances such as medical emergencies or financial difficulty. How to answer? Explain any travel insurance you have, access to funds, or other plans for managing emergencies. Tip: having travel insurance or emergency contacts shows that you're well prepared and won't be a burden during your stay. Why did you choose this specific destination in the US? The officer wants to understand why you chose to visit a particular city or region and whether this aligns with your stated purpose of travel. How to answer? Provide a clear reason for visiting that destination, such as sightseeing, attending an event, or visiting friends. Tip: a well thought out explanation of your choice of destination shows that your trip has a legitimate and clear purpose. Are you married? The consular officer is trying to assess your personal ties to your home country. Being married can indicate a reason for you to return after your trip, which strengthens your visa application. How to answer? Be truthful and mention whether you are married. If your spouse is not traveling with you, you must explain why they will remain in your home country, further indicating your intent to return. How long have you been employed? The officer asks this question to evaluate your work stability and financial situation. Long-term employment can be a strong indicator that you are financially stable and have a good reason to return to your home country. How to answer? Clearly state how long you have been at your current job and your role. If you have been employed for several years, highlight your experience and the stability it provides. Tip: providing a letter from your employer confirming your position and duration of employment can further support your response. Do you have plans to work or study in the US? The officer wants to ensure that your visit to the US complies with the terms of the B1 B2 visa, which does not permit work or study. Expressing plans to work or study would raise red flags and could result in denial. How to answer? Be direct. State that your visit is strictly for business or tourism purposes, depending on your visa type, and that you have no plans to work or study. Tip: avoid giving vague or unclear answers here. Consular officers are particularly cautious about unauthorized work or study, so be firm about your purpose. Do you have a travel insurance? Travel insurance shows that you are prepared for any emergencies during your trip, such as health issues or unexpected travel interruptions, which reassures the officer that you won't become a burden on the US healthcare system. How to answer? If you have purchased travel insurance, mention it and be prepared to show documentation. If not, explain if you plan to purchase it before your trip. Tip: it's always a good idea to have travel insurance before your visa interview. It demonstrates responsibility and preparedness. Have you ever applied for an extension of your stay in the US? The officer asks us to see if you've tried to extend a previous US visa, which could indicate that you might overstay again. They want to make sure you're planning to leave when your visa expires. How to answer? Be honest. If you've applied for an extension, briefly explain why. If not, confidently say so. It's important to show that you intend to comply with the visa's terms. Tip: if you've applied for an extension before, emphasize that it was within legal limits and explain any changes in circumstances since then. Now here are 5 essential tips to accurately answer your US visa interview questions. Although there's no foolproof way to guarantee success, these tips can significantly increase your chances of acing the interview. First, practice with real interview scenarios. Try conducting mock interviews with a friend or someone who has been through the process. It's a great way to get comfortable with the tough questions. Second, know your DS-160 form inside out. During the interview, the officer will have your completed DS-160 form before them. Ensure all the details you provided in the form align with your answers. Any discrepancies can lead to suspicion. Third, be ready for follow-up questions. Sometimes your answers may lead to additional inquiries. For example, if you say you are attending a business conference, they might ask you how you found out about it or who invited you. Be prepared for these deeper questions. Fourth, avoid saying "I don't know." It is important to be confident in your application. Therefore, it is vital to always provide an answer when asked a question. This is why it is important to be prepared for your interview and understand each question being asked. Fifth, understand the officer's point of view. When you are answering the interview questions, understand the visa officer's point of view. The visa officer deals with a high volume of applicants daily, so it is important to know they ask specific questions based on your DS-160 form. Additionally, they often make quick decisions, so being clear and concise in your answers helps them assess your case efficiently. The B1 P2 visa interview can feel like a big hurdle, but with the right preparation, it doesn't have to be. With these insights and strategies, you're now equipped to approach the interview with confidence and clarity. Whether it's your first time applying or you're familiar with the process, taking the time to anticipate the US visa interview questions and present your answers with confidence can make all the difference. Atlas is here to support you every step of the way, from helping you navigate the visa application process to offering personalized guidance. We're dedicated to making your journey as smooth as possible. Now, it's time to put your plan into action and look forward to your adventure in the US. Because success starts with being prepared.